just being yourself, and
It's reality.
playing whatever you feel in your heart. And
It's aggressive punk rock music that kids dance to. Get their aggressions out.
as meaning as it's a way to express yourself. It's not disposable. It's not like like a song that's good like today, 10 years from now, it'll still be good with Hardcore Kids. It's a good song. Not like a top 10 single. That's amazing. I think.
Like we've been doing for the past how many years? 4, 5, 6 years.
When we come on, we're gonna play 5 quick songs. You guys can see your hands on that. Just work together, rock together. You guys can fucking rock.
success is what you want. If you go out there and you get what you want on your own terms, that's success. It's not about money, it's not about popularity. It's about staying true to yourself and doing what you want to do because you want to do it, and that's it. All right, well, sell out to me is when you compromise who you are, what you're about, for money. Plain and simple. Getting on MTV2, getting on MTV, doing a music video is not selling out. Getting into this hardcore scene to make music and to make a difference is what it's all about. And when you compromise that to make some dough or to get a blowjob here or there, or whatever the case may be, that's selling out. Why must I be surrounded by freaking idiots?
Gabriel is about doing what you want to do for yourself and not letting anyone else tell you what to do.
Keeping it real!
Yeah, it's about keeping it real, and it's about friends and family and the people.
MOF!
It's about taking back the scene. And the fucking assholes that'll stand up and say, the scene is about hair, and the scene is about the way you fucking look.
And the way you mosh.
Fuck fashion! Fuck fashion!
Yeah, that's what Gabriel's all about. Not fashion.
Fuck you.
played our show. Show was okay. I lost a symbols game, but it's okay. We came out on top. But then that night we were hanging out on Bourbon Street. It's the big, party place. And this is the one night when we're not drinking. And we're just walking around. It's pretty lame. And Max is sitting on the sidewalk. Two cops go up to him and just start kind of hassling him for sitting on the sidewalk. They take us, they put us in the cop cars. We were at This Engine Burns. Those kids were like coming up, going like, "What the fuck? This is fucking crazy!" Like, these kids didn't do anything, Like, all I did was ask them, "Why are you putting my friend under arrest?" And they had both of us fucking in handcuffs in the back of a police car. So Rory from This Engine Burns was like, "What the fuck?" They fucking grabbed him, slammed him up against his police car. All right. So at any rate, they took us all. They fucking spent a day and a half in jail. I had to get my fucking dad to wire me $600 to get me out of jail. So that's our fucking tour story. Sorry it took so long, man.
Dude, none of this is gonna get on the fucking DVD, huh? I apologize for my inebriated bandmates. I'm sorry that nothing worthwhile came through in this interview.
They're from San Francisco, and they're great guys. Use that.
Alright, I'm Rick. This is Dan. We are Her Last Words. We're from right here on Long Island. A big problem. Let's get into assumptions.
Yes, like recently, like not recently, this year, after that whole Love for Enemies ordeal.
At Ethical.
At the Ethical, where they assumed a lot of things about them and kicked them off, and I basically wrote a song about that, and unbelievably, this song's been applying to a lot of things lately. Example, what happened to Rick, where you had a girl. I guess I'll just remain nameless with people, but you had a girl and these other people in the DIY scene. Not all of them, but a few that just have come to this assumption that Rick and the hardcore scene, or I guess at least the Long Island hardcore scene, is a sexist, macho,
racist,
chauvinistic scene. No girls dance. girls feel threatened, all this nonsense bullshit, which
is evidently untrue. You'll see it
completely
every
untrue.
long on hardcore
When this
show.
comes out, you'll see
Boys singing along, girls singing along, like all type of kids. It's not too many black kids. Always should be more, but what are you gonna do? There's all type of kids.
Like,
There's all races, sexes, sexual preferences, whatever. I really think that right now Long Island hardcore is at like a peak with diversity and
absolutely
genuine kids, and people come out to shows because they love the music, and I think that's a big part of what we're all about. Loving music, feeling music, and doing what's important to you, not really worrying too much what other people are going to think, because if you live your life for someone else, you're a slave.
And on top of that, they don't even, a lot of these kids that are accusing us of stuff like that, been to a hardcore show maybe, never. Never been to a hardcore show. Never been to a hardcore show probably. And just so many things are assumed, and it's frustrating because, supposedly some of these people are supposed to be our friends, and like I've tried so hard to get along with a lot of these kids, and it just seems like no matter what, they're always gonna think what they think, and they're always saying how they're down for discussion. After the discussion's over, nothing seems ever to be accomplished. And like, I'd love for everyone to get along, but it's just it gets tiring of wasting your breath on shit like that. For me, it's more for me to concentrate on the Long Island hardcore scene than to worry about other people who aren't gonna, I guess, put forth the effort to try to understand. And not saying to like, but at least understand where all the different scenes are coming from. And that's basically it.
Apparently, we cause a lot of trouble. I don't know. I think because we're more upfront than a lot of people are, which I guess could be a fault, but I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not.
And if you disagree with someone, don't pour iced tea in your head.
I have a whammy bar. I like to use the whammy bar a lot.
Yeah, okay. Where are we going at? We have songs.
16.
We play at the I'm 16.
Been 16.
We're playing Found My Princess for 3 days. All you gotta come. But by the time this DVD's out, it's gonna be over. No, we just like playing along out to our friends.
It's about having fun.
Yeah.
We don't really see like the fashion or.
But I'm sure all the bands say the same thing. But we like playing in front of our friends.
Yeah,
we're just looking to write some songs, play music for us, have some fun, play some shows, and everything that happens to us, we're just like, wow, like that's cool. Something else that happened that's like pretty exciting and stuff. So we've had like pretty good luck so far as a band. Hopefully, like just continue, good things will continue to happen for us.
But like, honestly, if it all comes down to it, we just want to play shows like this, and that's what we do. And anything else is just a big plus for us.
We enjoy like the sense of community with all our friends just watching and we're having a good time. The fest is a prime example, I guess.
Yeah, the fest is kind of cool because like we didn't have any huge popular bands that we needed to draw, like, you know what I mean, to come down here. Like most of the bands that played were just local, and the touring bands were like bands that no one heard of. So it's kind of cool that this amount of people came out just to like check out new bands and like support their friends and stuff like that. And it was, you know, it was a cheap door price, and it was definitely cool. I had fun. It was really hot in here though.
Just that, you know, we're just like a regular rock band, and we have things to say, and I don't know, it's not necessarily political. it's all personal. Any like political statements we make are purely, from our personal experience. We're not a message band.
Yeah, I mean, well, each of us like have different thoughts on everything. So I mean, one person's lyrics can even be different than someone else's, like on the same subject. And like we don't have any band together in order to like really say something to anyone in specific. We just kind of write what we write and play what we play.
We're all unique individuals and we all have separate, ideas and things to say. And we all try to express it as best we can.
They had this
a sticker.
They had like there was a
sticker.
poster. There was a glow in the dark sticker of this like alien on the wall. Glow in the dark and know what the fuck it was. And it scared the shit out of me and I shat my
And
pants.
we're all laying there trying to go to sleep. We just hear, oh God, the light's not going on. What is that? What is that? Oh,
yeah,
I think I shit my pants.
Yeah, and like
and then the light finally comes on. It's like a fluorescent light, and it takes like a few seconds for it to flick on. And the light flicks on, and Chris is standing there with his pants and boxers around his ankles, holding his dick. He's going, I think I shit my pants. And then he just waddles off to the bathroom. And
it's kind of a great introduction to the band that we were touring with too. Like they didn't really know me at all, and like that was kind of their first impression of me.
Basically, our primary mission is to kind of shatter the misconceptions that people have about Christianity just by being ourselves and just, not thinking that we're better than anybody, but just kind of showing love in general. Just hoping to make a lot of friends and just make people see a side of Christianity that they maybe never got a chance to see. There's a lot of misconceptions out there, so we're just kind of set out to shatter those. I think that's our primary goal.
Try to convey the message of Christianity the way it was meant to be, not what TV or certain political figures have made it out to be over the years. because it really kind of makes our job harder in trying to explain our message, because people see us and they see that we're Christians. They already have 5 different names they want to call us, and they already have a notion of what they want to think about us in their heads already. So, it makes our job really hard because we have to, like Eric said, shadow them and show them what it's really about. It's not about, half the stuff that they've been growing up to learn and see on TV and stuff like that. So, it's definitely a tough job. We got a lot of support, we got a lot of controversy, we got a lot of people against us, a lot of people for us, but I know it's what we're supposed to do.
We were in a diner and I just kind of opened up my Bible and I just kind of put my finger down and I landed on the heading of the verse was love your enemies. And it's all about no matter how bad somebody might treat you, or how much other bad stuff, you just have to stay strong and just support them no matter what.
We do this solely for the purpose of what we said earlier, and because I personally love this atmosphere, Ogo 7, and just the Long Island scene in general, because I think it gives the kids an alternative to, really, it gives them another choice. They don't have to get, funneled down into all the kids in high school are doing. At least how it was for me when I started, It was just something I could do on my own and feel like other people were doing the same thing for the same reasons, and it was kind of a, quote-unquote unity feeling that really kept me here and brought me back and keeps me still here today. Bye.
Well, I just want to say, how much we appreciate all the kids that come out to see us, whether or not they're into the same thing we're about. It's good to just kind of have mutual respect, even if they're not into it.
I was in elementary school, there was like the whole hip hop explosion thing going on, like for real, like just starting. And white kids were breakdancing, and I live in the suburbs, and there was like it was kind of like a metalhead stronghold, and then kids started like becoming hip hop kids or breakdancers. And there would always be like these rumors of like fights that were gonna take place between like the metalheads and the breakdancers, or the jocks and the metalheads, or something like that. And one day, I came out of school. I used to walk home from like 6th grade or whatever. And taped to a mailbox was like a loose leaf piece of paper, and it was like, today behind the junior high, heads versus breakers, like 3 p.m. And it just kind of stuck with me because it was funny.
Lyric-wise, I mean, most of my stuff is pretty hardcore cliche. I hate to say it, but it's just like corny, positive stuff, because it seems like most of the music these days is, I mean, even what? These days, even though like maybe stuff I like is mainly just like relationship stuff wise, but it's more of like, oh, poor me, you know what I mean? Like, how many CDs have I seen with like bloody girls on it or stuff like that? Like, I don't know, like the music when I first started getting into it was like, well, like, thing that drew me into it was, yeah, the music, but then it was like, oh, it's not just something that's on TV, it's like stuff with like meaning behind it. There's like a cause, you know, whatever that cause would be, different bands and different things. But I mean, yeah, I do have a few songs about stuff I don't like too. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm Mr. Positive here, but I definitely try not to fall into the trap of just screaming the word fuck every 2 seconds, and you know, not to jump on the fashioncore bashing bandwagon, but the thing I liked about hardcore when I first got into it was that I could be myself, that I didn't have to be the jock, I didn't have to have all the cool clothes. Yeah, there was a certain, you know, uniform for hardcore, you know, band t-shirts with the typical, you know, youth crew picture on the back, camouflage pants that I have been known to sport on a few occasions. But it didn't matter if it wasn't, you know, the coolest pair of camouflage pants or the coolest t-shirt. It was all about, yeah, a bunch of friends getting together, playing stupid songs in stupid little clubs. And that's what I enjoyed about it. And, you know, it was a place to have fun and not worry about what other people thought about you. I think that's what hardcore and punk rock was about to me when I first got into it. Has it changed since I first got into it? I think so, because it's been more of, now I'm trying to make changes and like, the bands that changed me, I want to try to do that to people. Are my lyrics going to change the world? No, but maybe like if one person's like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that gives me hope, or that's a positive message. I think that would be pretty cool. That's what hardcore is to me.
I just like the fact that you could just start a band. Like, my friends had a band, and they were a hardcore band, and they played shows, and I was just like, wow, you can start a band and play shows, and people will come and watch you.
I think I could ever do that if I was like a fan of Limp Bizkit or Korn, or, you know, me and Fred Durst couldn't like hang out the diner after a show. I mean, that's what like I think is cool about hardcore. The fact that shows like this, like after the show, you know, Dan Turr was just out picking up garbage. You know, the guys from bands were like out picking up garbage. They're helping each other out. I mean, that's what hardcore is. Every cliche that has ever been said before that I'm repeating, that's what hardcore is.
Good job.
No problem, that's why I'm here. Hardcore cliche.
spread themselves out a little bit, make space for it. So yeah, I mean, Long Island's always been great. Me and Joe, I know, have been around the scene for a long time. It always seems to come up. Every time somebody tells me it's dead, I come back and here it is again, strong. And I mean, look around, I don't know if we got this on camera, but again, man, people get it. So I'm psyched to be a part of it again. It's a hard thing to walk away from.
There you go.
Boy.
It's nice that no one's doing anything to get it shut down, too.
Yeah. Definitely a hard thing to walk away from, so I'm glad we're doing it. Never, ever stop playing music. No matter how bad things seem at times, just get in your van and go around and continue to play music, man, because the world seems to be getting worse and worse socially, economically, politically, so music seems to never go away, man. It's the best thing I've ever done. I know it runs our lives. Absolutely, man. I mean, you know, why would any of these kids know each other? I mean, do you know anybody else who has 300 friends who could just show up? I mean, music, as far as I've seen, brings people together. I mean, it just cuts boundaries, man. I mean, this show is going on in every city and every state across this country right now. Different bands, different people, but it's basically the same thing. So, I mean, this shows, you know, everybody. I mean, I'm getting old now, man. I'm 27 years old, but I mean, don't lie. I'm 40. So, I mean, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, man. Everybody loves to say how Euro trash. Everybody loves to say how, like, kids have nothing, you know, positive to offer and always getting into trouble and blah, blah, blah. I mean, cops come around and want to bust everyone's chops. What are these kids doing? Buying music, playing music, listening to music, hanging out, being friends. Nobody's bothering anybody else. So I think this is an intensely positive thing right here. I wish it was on a larger scale, and I guess it kind of is getting there now. The success of bands like Saves the Day and Movie Life and Taking Back Sunday and Thursday and all that, you know, it's all great, man. I can't wait. I hope we can be a part of it. But
there's a lot of good upcoming bands.
Definitely, they're awesome. Definitely, man. There's so many bands. I go on forever. You know, and I guess everybody. Blood Red. Yeah, Blood Red, who we're going on tour with. But I guess that everybody at some point is influenced, you know, by a musician or an artist or whatever, and I guess we just would like to have somebody stand on camera like we're doing now in a couple of years and be like, oh, this band dearly departed 40 years ago really did something for me, you know. It's almost like yeah, that's all we're looking to do. We've been inspired, so in turn, I think that's the way art works, is now we'd like to turn around and inspire the people behind us.
And don't do drugs while you have kids, because you turn out to be too.
Johnny Stamos.
Stevie Stamos.
Maddie Stamos. Yeah, we do appreciate being part of the fest, even though, you know, different sound and a lot of the bands don't really fit, but it's cool to be part of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's really cool that we've been, you know, accepted into, you know, playing a lot of shows here at Local 7 with a lot of harder bands. So we're kind of
appreciate it. Last minute. We're always the last minute band. We always a mess. We always are apart and then come together at the last second right before we go on stage. So today Johnny was at a Met game, so me and Stevie got here, and finally just before we were about to set up, we all got there on time and were able to do it for the kids.
We know when we have to do, like,
you know, we just kind of do whatever we want. You know, we just write songs that just don't necessarily have to have the deepest lyrics, and just having fun, just doing whatever you want, not necessarily, you know, always having to have a message of trying to like carry the band or anything.
Our message is you don't need a message, you just need to rock. That's right. You just get out there and have fun.
Yeah, just basically do your own thing. Don't necessarily do
occasionally
things
wear a
just 'cause-
Schwarzenegger mask at the end of a set, get a gun and shoot yourself in the foot. Not a real gun. Don't play with guns.
I'm here. I want to hear the song. The song's called Take Your Best Shot. Ready? Ready? Ah!
We were in a van. Yeah.
Nail polish.
Within our van, we had like about 5 things of black nail polish because we're metal as fuck. That's what we like to say.
It's hot, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's really hot.
And I don't think we should have to play in this heat.
Hardcore should be outlawed in the summer.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm trying to pass a law for that because it's just too like shitty out for this kind of activity. We have a full length coming out.
What? We haven't even recorded anything. First
Yeah,
we have to write songs.
we were just signed.
And then press it. And then maybe it'll be out in a couple centuries.
We were signed. Lonely Bullet Records.com. Check them out.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I like to plug a lot of things. Hugo.
Mike, play bass.
O'Brien, guitar.
Steve, I play drums.
Lenny, vocals. Otherwise, it's about being positive, just having a good time. When we go out and we play, we just like to do our thing, get up there and have a great time together. We're not about any of the typical hardcore cliches or anything like that. We all have different opinions, different values, different ways of carrying ourselves. But something brings us together, and that's our music. And we just love to do what we do. And we're just gonna take it as far as we can. We broke down the New Jersey Turnpike one time.
Yeah. Oh God.
We knew that we had a belt problem in the van, and we actually bought the belts and brought them with us, but we didn't have no tools. So when we were on the turnpike, the belt snapped. We found ourselves on the side of the road. You remember that, guys?
Oh God.
It was fucking ridiculous, right? So then we're standing on the side of the road. I'm trying to flag people down, like, come help us. One person finally stops, but he didn't have the tools, right? So then the tow truck comes, and he's like, it's $200 to tow you off the pole. We're like, $200? I'm like, dude, man, come on, help us out. You don't have a wrench on you so we can change this belt? So he's like, no. So luckily we had a screwdriver. And the dude pried the fucking belt on. So now the belt's on, we're moving, but then now we have no power steering belt. So we're moving though. So we get off the parkway and we found out that there was Pep Boys down the road. So like, we're all on a high horse, like we're gonna fix this thing, right? So we go down there, got the hood open, looking underneath it. Pep Boys is down the road. I forgot to close the hood. I just like left it there, closed but not closed. We start driving and the fucking hood just flew up and bashed the windshield and demolished it.
Right in front of our fucking face. It was like, I thought that thing was gonna crush my head. It was pretty scary. Then like you get the hood closed on the front of the van, like you don't know where you're going, you don't know who's in front of you, who's behind you, you can't see shit. We just luckily didn't hit anybody. It was just like we had to turn. It was the only show like we ever like just turned around and like didn't go to. Here's our set, I guess. It's gonna come on now. And check us out.
Thank God for Dan Turr saving my amp when I knocked it over. So it was moving around a little too much.
Thank God for Dan over there. And
the show.
check out the set and look out for our new album. It's gonna be called Burning Inside.
Oh, okay. Well, we're Man is the Monster from Long Island. We fairly nice people. Like beer and hardcore. We're an MOF band. We love everybody.
We're basically a bunch of social retards anyway, so.
Yeah, we're fucking idiots. But I will say this: if you eat dirt, wash your mouth.
Yes, definitely. That has to go on there. If you eat dirt, wash your mouth.
Like the name Man is the Monster is like it goes according to like with all of our beliefs that like there is no real evil in the world. It's just
humans.
Yeah,
Like
people
there really
create
like, might not be a god or a devil, but like man's scummy enough for like all of society, you know. That is why we call ourselves Man is the Monster. It's pretty positive. It's positive. It's like worthwhile, you know. Like you could be out like robbing banks and smoking crack, but like kids come here to like release and have fun and like further the scene in their bands and support people. It's good to support those that support you.
It's really all about polka.
Yeah, and a little polka here and there, you know.
Smile. I don't know. It's good to come to places like this and let out aggression, shit like that.
In like in a positive way,
hang out.
you know. It's fucking hot enough where we're just sweating the aggression out.
Yeah, that's true as well.
In case you don't know it, it's really fucking hot today and really hot in the place we were in. But it's worth it. The local 7. It's hot.
In Farmingdale.
In Farmingdale. Right after Adventureland.
Yeah, it's basically just to like keep old school hardcore as alive as possible, you know? I mean, I'm not saying I don't like new school hardcore, but like, you know, you gotta like respect where it came from and like try to keep that alive. Cause
Yeah, and a big fuck you to everybody.
Yeah, and in a wholesome way.
Yeah,
like a wholesome fuck you to everybody. Man is the Monster, MOF crew, MOF for life. Thank you everyone for coming. Had a lot of fun. It's hot as hell.
All right, this one, it was written in 30 seconds and it's a lot of fun. It's a good-hearted song. Don't take it personally.
I'm Travis. I'm Kellen. We're in the heist. There's Mark and there's Frank and there's Poon. They're not here right now though.
Frank plays guitar in our band. He's got a really big dick.
No, see, at first he was like, like, I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you how, like, I wound up seeing it for the first time, but that's a whole nother story. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, your fucking dick is huge, and he's like, really? He's like, I never thought it was that big, and I'm like, dude, it's fucking tremendous. He's like, I always thought it was average, and I'm like, you ever seen a porno and realize that your dick is bigger than most of the guys in porno? And he was like, I don't know, I thought it was average.
He jerks off like 4
Oh
times
yeah, that's a good story, Frank. Yeah, he jerked. I'm like, oh, you wanna go to a show? He's like, fuck you, I'm fucking sheetrocking, and then I'm jerking off.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
go
like, okay.
home. I'll be like, what are you
Oh,
doing?
here's a good story. The other night when we played Eastport, I went to start my car and my battery exploded. I thought like my car blew up, like you ever see Casino? Like the car blows up and he's flying through the air. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but so my battery blew up, so it was dark as shit on the side, you know? So like I opened my hood and Frank works for a junkyard, so like he thinks he's like, oh, it's probably the radiator, this and that, you know? He touched his penis. So he opens up the thing. He puts his hand like under my hood and starts licking his hand and he goes, oh my god, that's battery acid.
So he got battery acid in his mouth.
Look out for
Sorry.
we have a 7-inch coming out on Dead by 23 Records in the winter. So check that out.
Does your guitarist have a 7-inch coming out?
No, he's got a fucking 12-inch coming out. So keep an eye on that. Yeah. So that's his new joke. Like, oh, I heard you have a 7-inch coming out. He's like, I've had a 7-inch. Whatever. But it's bigger than 7 inches.
great people, and they're always fun to be around. No matter how many times we're around them, it's always a fun time. And
if we weren't doing this, we'd be in our hometown chipping cows or something, because that's all we have to do. And this is great. And it's more fun than tipping cows.
That's true. Thanks to everybody who supported us so far.
And all the people that lied and said we were dead.
We do this because we have fun. I think that's why everyone does it. And
no, I just want to be on TRL. Like, you seriously have no idea. That's my goal in life. Meet Carson Daly, get hot chicks.
I'm John. I play guitar.
I'm Dave. I play bass and I sing a little bit.
I'm Tracy. I sing.
George, I sing. I try to sing.
Mike, I play keyboards and computers and stuff.
Jay, drums.
We're just really trying to blend all the different styles of music that we all listen to, and the message is basically it's positivity, and from what I gather, from what I hear from our lyrics, is about holding on to yourself and trying to like push through, which is it's pretty good because a lot of bands I see now it's a lot of, I don't want to say depressing, but like self-negating stuff, and I'm glad to just be a part of something positive.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the temple, Earthling versus the world.
Jeff. I'm Dan. Andrew.
I'm Joe.
All right.
Again, Chris.
And Chris.
Chris. That's Joe. Chris right there.
Well, we were all in a band previously. Well, most of us were in a band previously, and I always thought it would be funny if we decided to just break up and then get back together to call ourselves the Backup Plan, as in like, you know, the backup plan. So we pretty much did that, and that's how we got the name, which is sort of stupid and immature, I guess, but you know, that's how it goes. Broke down in West Virginia.
Mineral Wells, West Virginia.
Mineral Wells, West Virginia. We were stuck there for 2 days. We missed 3 shows. We lost $700, and then we lost another $150 in Madison, Indiana, for more van problems, and we're probably gonna have to get our engine replaced. And that's what it's like being
It's
in a
not
band.
Dan's fault.
No, it's not. It's not Dan's fault at all. He wasn't driving when we overheated at all. Not
I
at all.
am stepping on the gas.
It's just a coincidence. In general, I think that the message would probably just have to be like, play the music that you want to play. Don't play music that's popular at the time, because who cares? It's gonna fade away anyway. So like, we don't really sound like a lot of bands today. We sound like a lot of bands. We're sort of derivative, and we copy a lot of bands, but we copy different bands than people copy today. So there you go.
Just stay positive and keep on doing what you love to do.
And keep the faith, right?
Keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
Okay, we are Strong Point. I'm Keith.
I'm Chris.
John.
Okay, you go.
Okay, so basically our goals as a band is like to get out to as many different people as we can, because like, you know, as far as like hardcore, you know, there are different styles and everything, but what we try to do in our band is we try to like get out to like all the types of like kids in the scene, like whether it be like the punk kids, the hardcore kids, like the emo kids, like even the kids that are in like the metalish stuff or the melodic. There's always something for everyone, so like we try to like keep our best to keep our audience just like, you know, hyped up and like always like find like a part in our song where they can relate to, where they can like, whether it be like throwing a floor punch, singing along, or doing a spin kick. There's always something for everyone.
The whole thing with Long Island hardcore, what it means to me, is that every weekend, almost every show, I come out and get to meet new people and have a great time. I really think that's what hardcore is about, is coming together and making community happen, really experiencing life to the fullest of its potential.
Yeah, like what Keith was saying about being in the band and everything. The real point of it is just, you know, try to get in touch with everyone, not leave anyone out. Like, a lot of bands these days try to say they're this core, they're that core, then they want certain kids at their shows, but we really, you know, we'll take anybody as long as they want to listen to us, and I love hardcore, you know.
Living your life your own way, you know, not bowing down to anyone's standards of life, basically.
Yeah, at the same time, not
Having
stepping
a
on
great
anyone's
time doing
toes.
it. Yeah. Have a great time no matter what you do, because there's nothing stopping you.
Oh, just one more thing to anyone, like, whoever forgets the message of hardcore, it always must be there, because without the message, it's not hardcore, it's just cheesy metal, or just bad music without a message.
Yeah, basically. You got it right.
what's up? We are Subterfuge. We're at the third day of the Walk Together, Rock Together Fest. We're about to go on in about a half hour. We have been together, me, Chris, and John, at least since January '96. So what's that? That's 6.5 years now. 6.5. Ed joined the band in
Last March.
March.
A year and a half ago.
And Jeremy joined 8 months ago.
Yeah.
So now we're a 5-piece. We have a lot of fun playing hardcore.
Keep it gator.
Subterfuge keeps it gator.
There's donkey ones that
Yeah,
Chris would like to
Nathaniel.
talk about.
We met a donkey.
On long drives.
And like there was a bunch of horses, and then there was donkey,
Route-
Nathaniel,
Route 90.
and like all the like prestigious horses are galloping over, and then donkey Nathaniel was just rolling around in the dirt.
And he had the biggest little donkey smile on
It
his
was
face.
awesome.
Then
He's rolling
her,
around in
myself,
dirt.
and Chris will be losing our minds gradually over the 4-hour drive.
I guess if there is like maybe one or two things that I think the band really is about is like I think first and foremost having fun, being a genuine person, standing up for what you believe in.
I think that reflects in the people that have fun when they do see us and the people that do come to see us on a regular basis.
Yeah, all stuff you've heard before, but I mean, I guess that's why we do it. We're not really anything groundbreaking, but I mean, we have fun. We like to play music, old school hardcore, a little bit of metal. We've been around for 6.5 years, which is a long time, I think, for a hardcore band, especially to not be signed. And like, I think we do really well on Long Island, and we're starting to catch on in a few places other than Long Island. So it would be nice, for a label to have some
If we
interest.
don't get signed, we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, there's many bands that are
We're
like
having
DIY. We don't really put that label on ourselves, but I think we do more for ourselves than a lot of bands that are DIY do for themselves.
We started Pride Recordz because we were going to put out our own 7-inch, the first 7-inch, Fight Back. And we decided, put it out, like make a label. So we called it Pride Recordz. Then we figured like a DIY release, might not be a huge release, but it might have the same impact on certain type of people, and it's not really like tremendously hard, So we put out a cassette tape compilation called Smithtown and Friends. We put out the IQ-less demo, which is one of our other old bands. We put out promo tape split with Subterfuge and Double Cross. We put out our own full length. We did a split release with Return to Sender Records, our split 7-inch with the backup plan. And the 631 Long Island Hardcore compilation will be coming out on Pride Recordz. And this DVD will be coming out Pride Recordz and Homeless Vet.
Homeless Vet.
Homeless Vet is keeping the gator.
So take off all your clothes.